Welcome back, everyone. We're going to do another session of Stairway to Profit, made by Ace Soul Wolf, perfected by 365 Roulette. We'll see how this goes. We've had some bumpy sessions along the way. Looking for $5 in profit. That's it here, starting with 50-cent units, and we'll see what happens. We're betting on the last 2 dozens that hit here. So we're actually going to, we have a zero. I want to wait a few spins here and get some numbers on this wheel after the zero. We're going to also wait for a virtual loss to start the progression, using 50-cent units here at Borgata Casino, starting with a balance of 414.50. Hope you guys are having a great day. Please subscribe to the channel, give it a like, thumbs up, turn notifications on. It really helps the channel grow. Really appreciate all your support. Love going live with you guys lately. We've had some really great live sessions. Love the interaction. Love the community. So what I love about this system is the bounce back nature of the system. You might get down in a hole and hopefully not too deep, but it always seems to come back. Eventually it catches up. You'll have a right and a left side bet, in essence. And if the right side is winning, the left side might be losing. The left side usually avenges and catches up. So that's what we're hoping here. Again, we have some play at this table. We have a big buy-in here. Looks like it's about $2,000 if those are $100 bills. I don't know. So there's some action going on at this table. So the bets will be a little slower to come on board here. I'm also streaming live in Discord. Have a couple members in there. New York Average OG's Discord. They're rooting me on and giving me guidance because I need it. Yeah, this tracker is really simple to use. The total profit isn't accurate because I've actually played a few other sessions, you know, outside of this tracker in another tracker. So minus 37 isn't accurate, but this tracker will track your profit here as you play. It's going to track the days you play and the profit. So you can see we've had a few losing sessions, but nothing crazy. We did get down a couple rabbit holes, but won it back. So hopefully we do not go that far today. So I do want to wait for some numbers to come out here. So apologies that the zero is right off the bat. I want to see what happens here. Let me know in the comments what you think of the Stairway to Profit system. Have you tried it? Access to this tracker is available on the description of this video. You must use it as a Google Doc. That's where the formulas and macros really do work. So make sure you have Google Drive, Google Doc available to you. Let's take a look and see what kind of bias we have. Oh, it's a zero again. Oh, this is going to be a crazy session. Let's take a look at the stats here. It looks like the last 50 rounds, it looks like the second column and the first column for columns are the winners. Dozens, first dozen is in the lead, and then third dozen. So there's definite disparity there, 40%, 36-20 on the dozens. Let's take a look in the last 100 rounds, for example, here. See if we have a little evening out here. We do. It's now 36, 33-28. So second dozen is definitely slow to the party. So is third column. So it's very interesting to see the last 150 rounds. Looks like the first dozen is our hot zone right there. So first and third, maybe we can get some streaks. We'll see what happens here. See if, hopefully we do not get it chopped. Let's take a look at some of the last numbers out here. We have low, low, high. Let's see. So first, third, first, second, third, third, first, first, third, first, and then second has just come out here. Second. I'm going to wait for one more spin here before I even make a bet. I'm going to wait because we have the 2 zeros here. Again, it's up to you if you want to wait or not. I don't know if it has much bearing. I do believe it's going to save you some bankroll in the future, but it also could, you know, lose some profit also. So there's a balance here of waiting. I've been watching 365 Roulette, and he has been waiting to get that loss to start his progression. And it seems to be working for him, so see what happens. So we'll wait for another spin to come out here, and we will see what happens. All right, we have a 10. So we have a first and a second dozen. Those are the last 2 dozens out. We're going to go ahead and make a bet on the first and second dozen. So in essence, this second dozen is my right side bet. The first dozen is now my left side bet, left, right. And that's how we're going to track these. If a third dozen hits for our loss, we're going to increase and move over. If we get a first or second dozen hit, we're staying right here and we're not increasing. We're only going to start on a loss on our progression, and we're going to go up a unit.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, no.
And you'll see how the tracker works in just a minute when we track it.
I'm surprised they let me.
We're going to track the number as a tracker and the left, right side, or miss. So thank you again to Ace Soul Wolf for creating this system and this spreadsheet. I know a lot of work went into it, so if you guys have a chance, go check out his YouTube page. Go check out his instructions on how to play this. So let's see if we get a first or a second dozen here. Okay, it is a third dozen. So we now need to shift the bets over. We're going to be the last 2 out. So first dozen and third dozen. We're going to shift our right bet over to third. We need to go up a unit on each. We need to track it in the tracker. So number hit, we hit the number 32. We're going to get off it and wait for it to register. And we're going to hit miss. So we did miss on that one. So we already have a loss. So you can see our progression is now 1 and 1. We went up 5 units. I mean, it's 1 unit on each, 50 cents. So our left bet is at 1, which is the first dozen. And our right bet went up to 1, which is the third dozen. So we are looking for a first or a third. Now, whenever we get back into profit, we are going to reset this tracker. We're going to clear it out and start over. We don't want to chase. So you'll see what I mean. Again, we started this at $414.50. So it's going to be a slow grind. Hopefully we can get there without issue today. We'll find out. All we can do is pray. Who knows what the roulette gods are going to do to us? Who knows?
It's already, it's 56. Trying to get...
Hope they give you a break today.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, there is a win on the left side. So number hit is 8. We go ahead and track this as L for left here. And it's going to tell us that our left bet is in profit. So we only have to bet 1 unit on that. But our right bet is not in profit. That now goes up to $1.50. Left bet 0.5, which is our 50 cents. Right bet $1.50. So in essence, we made it back to $414.50 where we started. So we're not in actual profit. But if we do get a hit on our third dozen now, we will jump into profit. Let's just keep getting the wins. Let's avoid that second dozen and keep it going here. Looking for the streaks. Trying to get to $5. So $419.50 is where we're looking to get to. Okay, that's excellent. That is a third dozen hit. We track the number 34. That is a right side hit. We track the R for right side. And then watch what happens here. Okay, we are in profit. We're now at 417. I'm actually going to clear it out and reset. I'm going to clear everything out and start over at 0.5 and 0.5. So we stay on the first dozen and we stay on the third, the last 2 dozens to hit. I think resetting is key. If you are close even to your profit target goal, reset. You do not want to go down a rabbit hole and chase. These bets will escalate fast. So we're looking to get to 419.50. Hopefully we can have a quick session here and not a marathon. First time or second time we played this, I went down $300 to my last $20 and came all the way back.
Yeah, I play this conservative style. ASO Wolf doesn't.
Yeah.
It's up to your own play
Your
style.
risk
I
tolerance.
think.
Your risk tolerance. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we had a hit again on our third dozen. We're simply going to repeat the bet. And you can see now that we are at 417.50 is where we're at. We're $2 away from our goal before this bet. Just trying to get to 419.50 with this. We don't increase because we had a win. Excuse me, I'm sorry. The left needs to go up. So we had a win on the third. We lost on the first. The left lost, the right one. We need to go up a unit. So that's why you have $1 here, 50 cents there. You really need to pay attention to this tracker and what's going on because it's very easy to miss bets. And if you miss bets, you have a chance of missing out on profit. And you could really destroy yourself. So pay attention. Very, very important. There's a lot going on here. You got to really have your wits about you. All right, there's another win on the first dozen. That is number 8. So check this out. That is a left hit. That is our bigger side that hit. We're now up to 419. We're 50 cents away. I'm going to reset again. I'm going to reset. I need to get a bet down here. I just got it in. We stay at 1 unit and 1 unit right on the first and third. So I reset back. It may take longer, but I'm conserving my bankroll. I'm conserving profit. I'm not going to chase. Okay, another win. There it is, 35.
You have your 5 unit and
Yep,
a $5
I think we got
win.
it. We click on the right as a win. Check it out. We're at 419.50, and that's a stop. Okay, that's a stop. We hit our profit target goal. I would take a break and walk away. I would come back and play another session. That was awesome. We'll take the $5.
Yeah,
That went very
perfect.
well.
This is how I'll play it, and it usually go this way too.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Short
you
sessions, and then out.
you also get your target, and you continue playing. You're okay with saying, hey, let's go another session right now, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So
it depends on how I feel.
Mm-hmm. I'm
No,
actually feeling pretty decent about that run. So let's try one more. Let's try to get another $5. We're going to reset back to base. We're going to stay on the third and first dozen. Those are the last 2 out. And we're going to try to make another $5. So we'll start with 419.50.
Yeah.
Now, these sessions...
That's the beauty of it's the beauty of this strategy.
Yep. And actually,
you can play it differently.
they will not always go this well. You're going to have, trouble, for sure. I'm going to wait for another virtual loss before I start the progression here. We're going to wait until we get a loss, and then we'll start progressing.
I'm also tracking this on the side and seeing what it would be if you'd go and do these resets or waiting on the progression, just out of curiosity, because
Awesome.
it's not the way that I play it, so it's really interesting to see this.
Yep, awesome. ASO Wolf in the Discord, he's tracking this as he does not play waiting for that miss. He goes in and plays it right away with the progressions. So we had a win on third dozen. Let's keep it going. That would be awesome. Just keep getting third dozen streak. Let's go. So let's see if we can get to 424.50 is our target goal right now. 424.50. And you guys, you can play with higher units if you have a higher bankroll. Suggest 1,000x. So I started this, with $300. I played some other things in between, so it's not an accurate portrayal as I've switched to other systems with the same bankroll. But 365 Roulette has been consistently winning. He started with 400, and now he's well over 1,200, I believe. 365.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
He's 3x to his initial start. 3x
Yeah.
his initial start with this system. Small targets. He's not going crazy. He's now up to
In 16 days.
He's up to $1 units, pretty much now. But again, for even a 50-cent bankroll, I would recommend a minimum of $500 or even $750. It can get you quick with going up every time and missing. You need to have that safety net.
Yeah, I took a risk with a 400 unit bankroll and played a little bit conservative, and I have continued to play conservative because it's working for me.
That's awesome. I mean, it's also how much risk tolerance you want to have. It's also how much risk
Yeah.
tolerance you want to have.
Yeah, I rather grind it long, short sessions, just 5-10 units profit, and then out. And then I can go back an hour later or two and make another 5 to 10 units or 15 units, and then go back out. I'm comfortable with that. I don't. I can't either sit for an hour, or I don't like to sit for an hour because I get bored.
Yeah, I understand. I do too.
Yeah. So short and sweet, hit and run. But
Okay.
others
That's
might
a-
like sitting for an hour, but and that's okay too.
Yep, that's a 35. That's another win. So we're up to 420.50. We've made $1 so far. Slow and steady, everyone. I'm happy with this. So the high side is coming back here big time. The third dozen right now has hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in the last 8. So the high third dozen is really doing its job here. That middle dozen is missing, just like the stats were saying in the advanced stats. So the streak is continuing. Let's hope we continue the streak. So yeah, there's a lot of action to this table. That's why the spins come, it takes a while. You can play at studio tables with 20-second intervals. My only access here at this casino is this table. I like it because it's a live, real table, and I can play 50-cent units. Unfortunately, at the studio table, it's $1, and I do not trust the studio table as much as this one. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just don't believe that there's any manipulation at play here. It's possible, but the Borgata is a huge establishment. They don't really need it. The casino has the edge to begin with. People are going to gamble and lose their money. They do not need to fiddle with anything. So I believe this wheel is calibrated, it's checked, it's tested, it's regulated by the government. I don't think there's any funny business going on here.
According to the other live tables, that's using Playtech technology or Evolution.
Yes.
I think you can trust those games because here in Sweden they are using it in the government owned casino. And if it was any funny business, those two companies would lose their license
That's
within
right.
EU. And Evolution is also a Swedish company.
Okay.
They would have been fined so much if they have any funny business
Yeah.
on their platform.
Too much risk. Too much risk.
Yeah, exactly, because they are billion-dollar companies now. So it's too much risk for them, and they are making money
Yeah.
regardless.
Oh yeah. Hand over fist.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a low. We got a first 12. That's another 50-cent win. We'll keep on trucking. Repeat the bet. So we do not have to go into the progressions. We don't even have to use the tracker at this time because we are getting that chop back and forth of the third and the first. We are happy about that right now. Usually I hate the chop, but today, right now, I'm loving the chop. So let's see if we can keep it going. We're up to 421 now, trying to get to 424.50. It is definitely a slow grind, but slow and steady, in my opinion, with roulette can win the race for you. $1,000 bankroll, I think you are okay with dollar units. I might have a little more on hand, maybe even $1,500. We saw New York Average OG have some issue with that, even at that starting balance. So it just is all dependent on what the wheel is going to do in that session. Now, play on a single zero wheel if you can. I don't have access to it. Increase your odds totally here. Single zero wheel.
To comment on that one, 1,000 unit bankroll, it also means you need to risk all your bankroll.
That's
because
correct.
it's a 1,000 unit system.
Yeah.
So if you don't like to lose all your bankroll,
Yeah.
you have a 2,000 unit.
Yeah,
bankroll.
2,000.
Yeah, and your stop loss is 1,000 units.
So
that's
even
my
me
goal.
starting at 300 is a very risky proposition with this system.
Yeah, but less risky than what I started with.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so now my goal is to build up to 2,000 units. Then I have my stop loss at 50% of my bankroll. And then continue up to 3,000 units. After that, I can increase my unit size.
Yeah, this system is very consistent.
Yeah, that's me, because I like to protect my bankroll.
Yeah, protect the bankroll. I mean,
Yeah.
from what I've
If
watched
I-
of your videos, it's a very consistent system.
Yeah.
But it's also a very grinder kind of system. It's a slow and steady, you got to keep at it kind of system. You're not going to get jackpots and jump up your
Yeah.
bankroll 50 units at a time. It's not meant for that. It does happen when you get into a hole, but we're looking for that climb. That's what we're looking for.
You can do it if you play it as Ace of Wolf do it. He
Yes.
can sit longer and just doing the progressions, and then bam, you have a 200 unit profit.
So
But,
Ace of Wolf plays it differently in what way?
Yeah.
365.
He sits and don't have a profit target.
He just
sits
keeps
and
on
play.
going. He keeps on trucking.
Yeah, he keeps on tracking, so to
Uh-huh.
speak. Just play it for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour.
And he's
So-
not
Yeah, I
resetting.
did.
You're not resetting back to
did.
like base. You're just going.
I don't reset. I go until I've hit kind of my profit target, or until I don't want to play anymore, or if I don't have the time anymore. I'm a busy guy right now.
Yeah.
But the last session that I did was around 50 minutes, and I was up 219 units. 10 cents is what I was using, so 21.90.
Wow.
But if I was up, if I was playing dollar units, that's $219 made inside an hour, which is fantastic.
And in all
And
the
I've done
sessions,
that multiple times.
all the sessions you've played, you've only busted once, correct?
I busted one
That's
once,
amazing.
and it was because of a mistake I made.
You saw it because of a mistake.
I was going by memory instead of using a tracker because I didn't have the computer available at the time, and definitely lost track of one part in my head, and I went back and I was like, oh my god,
Oh, wow.
I would have hit my target. But yeah,
That is awesome. That is awesome.
you just have to have the time, patience, and perseverance and trust in the system, because it can take a long time to get there if you go down that rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, I was there. You see it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So I looked at my statistics. I do 50 units a day average.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm happy with that. I can keep on doing 50 units every day. Then my bankroll will grow. Then I can add up more units, and it will grow even more.
Now the
Because if I use $1, it's $50 a day. If I use $2 as the base unit, it's $100.
right. Now my issue.
all about-
my issue is time also because I'm on this wheel and it's a live
Yeah.
table. So I'm gonna make a lot less money, a lot slower, because I'm waiting between spins here. Your table is like 20 seconds and then they spin.
Yeah, and I also rarely play an hour a day. It's more like 20 to 40 minutes a day.
Shorter sessions for sure. You're in and out.
Yeah, yeah, because my time is also limited.
Yeah, yeah.
If
Yeah,
I
and I
could
go
sit-
for higher profits so that I can win back if I do lose the 1,000 unit bankroll.
Yeah,
I can win it back inside, 3 to 5 days.
exactly.
Because it's going to happen so rarely. It will happen. It definitely will happen, but it's very rare.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why my goal is slow and steady up to a 2,000 unit bankroll. Then I can actually push a little bit harder.
You're gonna get
And
there.
or
You're absolutely gonna get there. You're gonna get there.
yeah,
There's no doubt.
then I can risk 1,000 unit. Then I can probably sit 40, 50 minutes or an hour just playing, and have like a 100 to 200 unit profit target.
So we have our first loss. We need to go up. We got a second dozen and a first dozen. Those are the last two out. We're betting $1 on each per the tracker. So let's see if we can get back up here. We're now at 420.50 after this bet. We started this session with 419.50. Hopefully we'll get a lot of first and second dozen hits now. We'll try to avoid that third. It's really amazing to me how much chop we had a couple sessions ago, and now there's definitely streaks of the dozens. So interesting to see.
Yeah, that's also an aspect. Are you coming into the table at the right point?
Yep, getting there at the right time. And
Yeah.
I really have bad luck with that, it seems like. But hopefully this will be another good session and we can get out. That's right, Titan. Easy. I agree. Okay. Stop it. Sorry, my dog is going nuts. He's barking at air. He doesn't like air. I have some landscapers in the yard, and I think he hears them. Yeah, this is taking a while, guys. A lot of action at the table. That is the worst part of this here. I can't even pause my Streamlabs. There's no pause feature. I'd have to end the video and start a new one. That would be a ton of editing to do, and I really don't want to do that. And I want to show you guys every spin. I don't know how to pause Streamlabs. I can't believe there's no pause button. Unless I can't figure it out, but no way to pause. If anyone knows how to pause Streamlabs, let me know.
Really don't know. Never use
Yeah.
it. I just use CapCut to add several video clips together, and then you just export it. It's super easy. Just drag it in there, and they are in the timeline all together, and then just export. It takes you a couple of seconds to edit that. And CapCut is a free application too.
So we had a win on the second dozen. That's why it resets to 1 unit. Our first dozen missed. It goes up to 1.5.
You'd be at $10 profit right now if you didn't do the resets or the waiting to do the progression.
Okay, so because I waited, if I didn't wait,
You're
saying
losing
I'd
out
be
on
there. Okay.
profit because
Got it.
you're not increasing the one bet.
Uh-huh.
You're treating it kind of as a single bet for
Uh-huh.
both of them until it loses.
Right.
Then you go into the left and right bet.
Uh-huh.
Whereas if you just treated it as a left and right bet from the get-go, they would have ended up being up $2.50 on the left and $7.50 on the right.
Okay. Take note, 365.
Yeah, I suspected that.
But your guys' way, I will agree, is a lot safer. Like the one that you did. Oh, days are melding together now. A couple days ago, it was like an hour and something long, hour and 40 something minutes long, and you ended up down not very much, but down a little bit. It, I think, saved you $20 more because you didn't go that deep into the progressions.
Yeah,
But if you hadn't have stopped on the other end of that, if you hadn't have stopped and waited until you were back into profit, it'd be a different story.
Interesting.
But based on how you guys are playing with it being more safe and less risk, so to speak, it is working in a way. And I mean, you're winning. That's all that really matters. You're winning.
yeah, exactly. As long as I'm winning,
Well,
I'm okay with it. I know it. If I could sit for 45 minutes to an hour and I had a little bit bigger bankroll, I would do it.
yeah, correction,
But
Aso.
now,
Well, 365 is winning. We'll get me there, though, with this. We'll get me there.
yeah,
Okay, that is a second dozen hit, number 14. So our right side is missing a little bit here. Our right side is missing. I mean, excuse me, our left side is missing. That was a right side hit. We can repeat the bet and go up a unit on the left. So you can see the tracker says 2 and 0.5. So $2 and 0.5. So we're still up a little bit overall here. We started at 419.50 this session. We're at 421. We're at 421, it looks like. So hopefully we can get a first dozen hit and make a little profit here. That's what we're looking for.
How are we doing today?
Hey, we're doing great. We're playing a little Stairway to Profit. We had one very successful session to start, made $5 pretty easy. And now we're on session number 2, and it's a little bit more of a grind so far, but we're not bad. We're still up a couple bucks here. So nothing crazy. We have not seen any craziness yet, but we're always prepared for it. Hope that we start to get some of our left first dozen hits here. Recording this for a YouTube video as well.
Yeah, I figured that because I couldn't find you on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm not streaming it right now. I'll stream a little later, and we'll go back and play some crazy systems. And I think we have a little better betting progression in mind, and we'll see what happens with that. So that was a lot of fun. If you missed it, guys, go check out my video catalog. I streamed yesterday 2 sessions. One was about 4 hours. One was about 3 hours. And we're up $100 from yesterday. So we profited. That's the main end goal. No matter how long it took to get there, we got there. I don't care. We had so much fun. So go check out those videos.
Yeah, I think I was the only sad sack who watched it all the way
I think
through.
you were
each
there the
time.
whole time, Paul. Appreciate you. Ton of fun.
It
I
was,
missed
and
your
at
last.
the end, it turned out all right.
Yes, it did. We made it back. We grinded it back. That is
Yeah,
very well. And
I missed the last stream, the second stream.
Yeah.
because I was
it's late.
sleeping.
It's late over there in Sweden. I understand. But you can always go back and watch the
Yeah.
replay, which is cool, but it's very long. So who wants to go back and watch 3 hours of stream? I put it out there because there are people that do watch it after the fact, and will comment on it and tell me what I did wrong, in the entire video, which is fun. But
Yeah, I fast forward.
yeah,
if-
absolutely
if
fast
needed.
forward. Absolutely
Yeah.
must fast forward that.
Yeah,
I don't
Or
expect
if I
anyone
have
to
a-
watch all that. No way.
if I sit and just work at my computer, I can have it in the background. on another monitor, just to hear it and see it, like in just my vision. There you have it.
Yeah, that was very good. We got our left hit there. Really good. So you can
I
see
think
now that we're at 424.50. That is my target goal.
yeah,
We've
exactly.
made
That's
our
the target.
goal for our profit. We've made $10 in 2 sessions, and I'm going to stop the video now and be happy with it, and play it again later, another time, and take a break. I think that's the key. So you can continue now. You can play as long as you want, but I'm very satisfied with 2 successful sessions and $10. Pretty easy. That's my thought on this. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and subscribe, like the channel, turn notifications on, and we will see you on the next video. Thank you guys so much. Bye.